Good morning. Um, how is everyone today? Let me see here what I got. Trying to get this on my phone so I can see what I am. Echo there a little bit. Good morning, everyone. Um, Welcome to February 19th. Can you believe that? February 19th. We are strolling right through yet another month. This year, this year is really flying by, guys. I mean, whew. I mean, we just, I don't know. I don't know. Is it me? Is it because I'm old and my life is flying by? Or is it, like when you're a little kid, how when you're a little kid and life is just dragging and you're waiting for, anticipating something to come, but now we're grown-ups and things are just flying by? Is that what it is? I don't know. If that's what it is. But it sure is flying by. Okay. Well, I got my, let's see here. Um, I think, Kid Lemon, I think that Daryl, my husband, hid my microphone. He hid my microphone. So we're going to have to go with the tambourine. Sorry. I don't know. He hid it from me. Go, Kid Lemon. Go, Kid Lemon. Go, Kid Lemon. Yay! Now get to school, Kid Lemon. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out there, buddy. I only do that for you there, kiddo. Uh, I don't do it for my Yvonne. Hey, Carol, how are you? Welcome, Carol. I'm so happy you're here. You're right on morning early. And Clara, good morning, honey. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Sally D's Reality. This is Sunrise with Sally, and of course, I am Sally D. And today is a wonderful day. Um, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to wear today. I think I'm going to wear my You're sick, Clara. What's going on there? Why are you sick, lovey? Do you have a cold? Did I mute my mic? You can't hear me? Yvonne, can you hear me? Cellulitis and a cold. Oh no. Cellulitis. Is that in your leg? Hi, April Flowers. That's a beautiful name. I love it. April Flowers. I cannot wait for April Flowers. Bring May, well, it's April showers, bring May flowers. But I love that. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till it's April. Is your birthday in April? April, is your birthday in April? Um, Hello, Adam. How are you? Are you just stopping in to hit that love button? Don't forget to hit the love button. Oh, good. Daryl, you made it to work okay? We have severely dense fog. Um, Kid Lemon, yes, look at Kid Lemon. He's telling Clara to get well. Kid Lemon, you are a good kid. Mm-hmm. I knew I liked you for some reason. Um, yeah, I had cellulitis too. Oh, Rick's retirement journey. Good morning from Virginia. The snow is melting. It's almost gone. I know, but a lot of people are having storms. And Clara says thank you to Kid Lemon. Um, that's awesome. I love this community. I just love it. And I love that you hit the love button for my hugs and all that. I just love it. I love it. I got my hello username. Oh, hello username 404. I'm sorry you feel that way, lovey. Why are you upset with the world? You have a lot of snow. Yeah, you got a lot of snow. Yes, it was very foggy this morning. And Kid Lemon saying, we're welcome to Clara. Hey, Joey. Good morning, my love. How are you, honey? I'm so glad my text didn't wake you up because I was like, oh no. Daryl left for his MRI and I said, texted you. And I'm like, oh, wait, 6 hours. It's 11 o'clock. It's 6 hours, right? Joey, if it's 7 a.m. here, what time is it there? So I can get this in my head once and for all. So what time is it there right now, Joe? Hey, Gabe. Gabe, I'm right here. Look, Mama's right here. Come here. Come here, baby. He really can't see today. He's been, come on, Gabe. Um, it's 12:06 in the afternoon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're 5 hours. Okay, I got to remember that you're 5 ahead. So, you know, five. Let's see. Noon is 5 o'clock for you. Then no, my noon is 5 o'clock for you. You want me to visit you? Where are you at, Clara? Tyler. Good morning, Tyler. How are you? 2. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, my new Bible is different. I might have to use my other one because I'm going to have to put my tabs in there because this is way different. This is way different than what I'm used to. Madden, my love, my adopted friend, my adopted nephew. I don't know what I should refer to you as. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, Madden. I'm so glad you're here, sweetie. Did you get any sleep last night? Because it's what? 1, 2, 3. It's 4 in the morning where you are. Prince Andrew needs. I don't know anything about Prince Andrew. You're in England then. Everybody's saying good morning. Clara, are you in England then? Sam, hello, darling. How are you? Welcome. I'm Sally D. This is Sunrise with Sally. Scribbly. Oh, darling, that's not nice to say about the Bible. I mean, at least you're reading it. I mean, but no sleep. Okay. I got 2 hours. I had Gabriel to hug last night. He's sitting there. He's looking that way, but I'm over this way. And Libby's laying there. Gabe, come here. Mama here. Come here. Gabe, right here. No, over this way. You can't see where I am. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. I hope you slept well in your camper. He was in a snowstorm, and Mike had to sleep in his camper from where his truck has a camper. So luckily you have that. I'm right here, Bubba. Come here. Come here, Gabe. Gabe. Come here, Mama, right here. Come here. There you go, right here. Move out of the way, Lib. Come here, I'm right here. Gabriel. Look, Mommy right here. Come here. Come here. Here I am. Libby, move out of the way. Come here, Gabe. Come this way. Come this way. There you go. Now lay down. Lay down. I'm sorry, guys. Lay down nice. There you go. There you go, Bobby. There you go. Mama's right here. Lay down. There you go, buddy. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see where we're at here. Love the vibes here. Thank you, Sam. I'm sorry, my one basset hound, I think he's starting to go blind. We're going to take, I said that before and the vet said no, but he's looking way over here when I'm over here, Good morning, Madden, says Mike. Oh boy. I wish it worked. I worked up by Yvonne. I could order DoorDash. Yeah, then she can bring you DoorDash. Hey, Kath. Good morning. And she says good morning to Daryl too. Good morning, darling. Let's see here. Joey, of course, is my supporter there. He says please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Joey. Do you? No, Joey doesn't have a channel. He should, but his job really, he's kind of in the medical field. I guess, right, Joe? His job consumes a lot of his time, but he always makes time for me. Um, so Joey's an awesome person. He is. He's like my therapist off. Even though he's in England, we FaceTime and stuff. He's a good friend. So I'm still scheduled to go to Perlman's house. I don't know if you know Perlman, he's a subscriber. And I already met Lori. So that was exciting, right? And I didn't mind driving the 3 hours. Everybody's like, you drove 3 hours. Yeah, I drove 3 hours there and 3 hours back. But I met Lori. I met Lori Soul Circle, who's awesome. I don't know if you checked out her channel, but she is awesome. And I'm looking where the dog bones are. Because you know, if CL's here, she timed it 8 minutes. 8 minutes, they'll have this gone. Yep, little piggies. 8 minutes. Each of them will have this. It'll be gone. It'll be gone. I can't, and there's nothing I can get that will keep them from being noisy. I was going to put them in the kitchen, but if I put them in the kitchen, they'll just be howling because they have to see where I'm at. But let me get my other Bible here. Because this, my new Bible, I'm going to have to put tabs in it like I did before because, oh man, I think Darren put my Bible. I'm going to pull a Dan. Here, I'm pulling a Dan, guys. All right. Daryl put my Bible away because I got that new one. But see, this one has all the, the names on the side, but that one there doesn't. I don't know what the heck. Because if it's for, old people, it's about to say stuff. Oh my heavens. Whew. So how is everyone today? How are you all? While I search for what I was going to do. Hello. Is that Dean? Is that just pronounced Dean? D-E-N-E? Is that how? Patrick, hello. Let me know, Dean, if I said that right, because I want to do it all right. So Patrick, welcome back. Just telling everybody, I am Sally D. This is Sally D's Reality, which is Sunrise with Sally, and there is a severe fog advisory out there, but my husband made it to work, which I'm so grateful. Yeah, this weather is crazy, It's like spring is when you have fog like that, but okay. No. Danae? Is it Danae? Indeed. So I hope you feel better, Clara. I'm just thinking about you, kiddo. Our bookstore has a large Bible section, which includes covers, tabs, etc. I'm the go-to guy when people ask for Bibles. Yeah, I just ordered this Bible, and it's 11 font, which I really wish it was a little bit bigger, but it doesn't have what the books are, like what book you're in. I don't know. I maybe I'll just have to send it back and try to get another. Maybe that's what I should do. I'll just send it back and get another one that I can read, because that's what Amazon does, right? They let you send that stuff back. I don't know. We will find out if I can send a Bible back, because apparently if I got it yesterday, I didn't read it all that fast. You know how they say you can't return books because yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm looking in the wrong book here. I mean, the wrong book of the Bible. Here it is. Okay. I was looking for 2 Corinthians because that written by Paul. I was reading this morning and meditating on it. Let me pay attention to you guys. Hey, Carl. How are you? I was discussing things with Carl through comments. He what is that called, Carl? You what did you do to my thing? CL, hello. Good morning. I was just telling them that you timed how long it would take for them to eat those bones. And I gave it to him, but now he's just gonna be whiny. Talking about spring, I'm already contemplating how to arrange it. We're putting in above ground beds. I always wanted to do that. Deshaun, good morning, darling. I was wondering where you were. Oh, that's right. He hyped my video. 6,666. Wait, 6,660. Wow. Um, I don't even know what hype means. My mother-in-law keeps saying she hyped my thing, and I'm like, oh, and she goes, oh, I hyped you again, and I'm like, okay, thank you. I don't know what it means. So let's see. Joey's saying hi to Mark. So hello, Mark. I guess I missed that between these dogs annoying me. He's gonna be going somewhere in a minute in the kitchen where we can really hear him howling. Oh my goodness. Um, so I was meditating on this book, 2 Corinthians 5. Where did I turn my book? I just turned it in the morning. I think it was 20. Let me see. Yeah, it was 20, but let me read a little bit above that. Um, it says, let me see, we're gonna go a little bit above that. We get to a beginning. And all this is from God, who had reconciled us to himself through Christ and given us the ministry of reconciliation. Namely, God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, not counting their trespasses against them, and entrusting to us the message of reconciliation. And this is what I was looking at. So we are ambassadors for Christ. We are ambassadors for Christ, as if God were appealing through us. We implore you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God. For our sake, he made him to be sin who did not know sin, so that we might become the righteousness of God in him. How Jesus gave his life. So, hello, Mike the Bike Dasher. Hi, Mikey. How are you, honey? Oh, I love you. Lori was watching your channel. I was telling her how you're a really good friend of mine. Getting ready for work. I hope it's not raining because he does all his work on a bike. That's okay, Allie. The party doesn't start until you get there, darling. With all your charisma and everything, Allie. My video I just finished, I was talking about you, Allie. You're going to be laughing because I was talking to you through the video. But anyway, so, 2 Corinthians that, I flip my Bible and that's what I get. But it said, like being Christ's ambassadors and representing Jesus. We're supposed to represent Jesus to the world, because he's urging others to, reconcile with God. And I would take it also as to reconcile with one another. Jesus paid it all. Yes, all to him you owe. Right, Allie. And, it's just right here in the Bible where 2 Corinthians, I believe this part of Corinthians was written by Paul, but might be misinformed. But I just I was looking at that, and then I was looking at, I think it was, I don't know, I think it was Joel 2. Let me see. Joel. I should mark it off when I do it, when I flip it. But it wasn't this Bible. I have several Bibles. But let me see. 12 through 18. What was I doing here? I think I was over here. Yet even now, says the Lord, return to me with your whole heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Rend your heart, not your garments, and return to the Lord your God. For gracious and merciful is his slow to anger. Let me do that again. For gracious and merciful is he, slow to anger, rich in kindness, and relenting in punishment. Mike, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Aw. Oh, thank you, Mike. You're always the first one to do stuff, you know? But that's like the second time you did that. Thank you so much. Love our toy pups. Oh, good morning. Welcome. I don't think you were here before. Thank you for those hearts. I love it. Our lives would be so much easier if we followed Jesus' example. Yes, you're right. I'm trying to ignore him, but he's not letting me. Perhaps Gabriel. Um, Perhaps he will again relent and leave behind him a blessing, offering the libations for the Lord your God. Blow a trumpet in Zion, proclaim a fast, call an assembly, gather the people, notify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children and the infants at the breast. Let the bridegroom quit his room, and the bride her chamber. Between the porch and the altar, let the priests and ministers of the Lord weep and say, spare, O Lord, your people, and make not your heritage a reproach, with the nations ruling over them. Why should they say what? Why should they say among the people, where is their God? I mean, doesn't it sound like exciting? Like do that, like get this and get that and go do it. You know, it's like a bunch of enthusiasm. Like come on, let's follow God. Let's do it. Good morning, Tracy. Um, yeah, just like sound off the trumpets, blow the trumpets, Zion, proclaim a fast, call an assembly. It's like gather the people, notify all the congregations, that, Jesus Christ is Lord. This is exciting. Come on, people, let's have a celebration and let's repent and just follow him, because just like Rick said, it's so much easier when we do follow God, right? It's and follow Jesus. It's so much easier to do those things. So like Joel is like, turning back to God with genuine repentance and showing, commitment in all the actions, and have sincere repentance and just, hello, Rosanna. Hello. How are you, darling? Welcome. I'm Sally D. I was just reading from the book of Joel. So if we had, sincere repentance and truly changing within and showing God, we truly are coming back to him. These are notes I took. And we need to change our behavior in all areas of life, including how we interact with others. How we interact and how, I read the book, but I need to read it again. And I admit I'm very real with you guys. I tell you my faults. But I need to read the book, How to Not Let, people bother, don't take it so, I can't remember the exact name of the book, but how to, what was that name of the book? I have it on my Audible, but it's like, don't let people, like I wear my heart on my sleeve. Don't react to it. Okay. Like I'm always telling you to do. I need to practice what I preach. But there's some things that I can just, like, okay, whatever. Right. But sometimes things really grip my heart and I get upset. But now I have to learn how to deal with those things, amongst other things in life, right? We all have things, hula hoops, not hula hoops, things that we need to get over, Phew. Life is a roller coaster, just like marriage, you got, oh yeah, we're doing good. Uh-oh, we have bills. Uh-oh, this big bill came because, like my friend Ray and Wendy, a tree fell on their house and the electric company is not going to help them pay for the power lines. And now they got a big bill to pay. And, that's like, their marriage is strong, but, it's like they have like, whoop, we have to do this, we gotta stay together, and take that right hand of God too, and to keep your faith, because sometimes, when we get overwhelmed with things, we're like, why is this happening now, what else, but if we keep having negative outlook on life, there's always something positive. There's always something positive in every negative situation. And you have to search for it sometimes really hard, more times than others, but there's always something positive that we can find. Hello, Rosanna. I already said hello, Deepit. Hello again. And I said hello to Tracy. But let me get a drink here. So, the theme from my daily word. Wow, these are all mixed up. What was I doing? I thought I organized them all after the last live, but apparently I did not. And where's that one at? I was going through them all. Here it is. Here it is. Let's see. Today is Thursday. Oh, it says world peace. It says world peace on there. So let's read what it says. I am the peace I wish to see in the world. Hello, Nini. Does that say Nini? How are you, darling? We're just reading some scripture today. Hi, Tiorna. Good morning, darling. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. And Carl's here. And giving me all those kindergarten hearts. Oh, I was going to tell you guys something about, I forget what it was. Anyway, I'll get it. It'll come back in my file cabinet here. Today, I set the intentions of creating peace wherever I go. This action blesses me, of course. This action blesses me, of course, but it also has the power to extend outward from me to others until we all wrap the world in a loving embrace. And hello, Chloe. And those of you that know me, like my hubs of 40 years, all I want is for everyone to get along. And I know it's like, Kumbaya, my Lord. I know that. But you know what? I just want, the world to have kindness. And that's all. When I taught kindergarten, that's why I love my outlook, because I learned how to see things through an eyes of a child, and I like that, and I'm going to keep doing that. When I see a rainbow, I'm going to be I'm still going to do that, because that makes me happy, and I've always been like that. But like in society, you're not supposed to do these things, and there's things that I like that are kind of childish. Like I'm decorating my office and I have this bright colored carpet because my classroom was always so beautiful. And I'm not tooting my own horn, but I did. I made it so nice for them. And anyway, I got to take a little break here. Good morning. Howdy, Jerry Ginger, my darling. Hello, hello, hello. I just love Jerry Ginger. She was even on Ray. I was just talking about Ray, about marriages and how the tree went through their roof and the power lines, and now they have a $5,000 bill. And that's hard, with a marriage. If your marriage is strong, you can get through those things. You can work as a team to figure out what to do. You can sometimes one of the partners in a marriage is, and my husband and I, we work as a team. Sometimes things get a little awry, but we've been together for 40 years. We've been married. And Tiorna, a kindergarten teacher, honey, a kindergarten teacher, like little 5-year-olds. But my husband and I have to work as a team to get, things accomplished in our lives, in our finances, and things like that. What does that mean, Carl? What are you doing there? Are you getting ready for school, honey? I don't know. What does that mean? But Carl's I don't know, Carl. Are you behaving yourself? I mean, I know you're my friend and you zap my thing, hype my thing there, but I don't know what you're doing. It's very distracting when I'm trying to teach here. This action blesses me, of course, but it also has the power to extend outward from me to others until we all wrap the world in a loving embrace. He put a rainbow, what? I don't know. That's nice because I love rainbows. I do not feel discouraged if my efforts do not yield immediate results. I remain steadfast. I am committed to being a peaceful presence, even if those around me are behaving in ways that are anything but peaceful. Wow. Oh my goodness. Do I ever read anything on here that really hits home for you guys? Or is it just me? Um, Listen to this again because this I do not feel discouraged if my efforts do not yield immediate results. I remain steadfast. I am committed to being a peaceful presence, even if those around me are behaving in ways that are anything but peaceful. I keep my heart full of hope and hold a vision of a peaceful, harmonious world. Oh my gosh. I pray and affirm that peace is dawning in every corner of the world, comforted knowing that others are praying too. I embrace every opportunity, watching the difference I make when I spread peace in the world, one act of kindness at a time. Um, I'm just, this really means a lot to me this here, because I was just telling you I'm trying to, do things for the world, and sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like, what am I doing, right? I mean, I am sufficient and I am external. I don't understand how I know, but I know. Because you know it in your heart, Jerry. Your heart talks to you. Just like in your gut, when you have a gut feeling. Thanks. Allie says, Sally, I love how much you love others. Thank you, Allie. That means a lot. Stop it, Gabe. But this here, I'm probably gonna make a copy of this and put this on my fridge so I can read this to myself, that other people are trying to show world peace, or peace in our core crew, hashtag core crew, all of our communities together. And it's just a dream. Is he really, Carl? Well, mine's whining. My dog's whine. Thank you for saying that, Allie. It makes my heart very happy. But I don't know. I don't know. Some people, live for, conflict. Years ago, I knew some people that would be that, and I would just try to stay away from it. I'm guessing it a kind, full-hearted teacher. Yeah, hi. Yeah, Tyorna. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I try so hard not to cry on here. You being you has brought my joy, and I will be here supporting your cause. Jesus is love, and he shines through you. Thank you, Allie. Yes, it's freeing to not take every human interaction as a competition, but as a collaboration. I like that. You are very deep, Jerry Ginger. Yes, it's freeing not to take every human interaction as a competition, but as a collaboration. Thank you, Clara. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, maybe I need a nap. That is very deep. I need Allie to take a screenshot for me there. Oh, this dog. I really like that, and I really like what Allie says, so I need a screenshot of that. Okay, anyway, All right. Um, you are kind, hearted, nice, helpful, and friendly. Thank you so much, Tyorna. Um, thank you. Hugs for me. Hit the like button, guys. I'm very appreciative of that. All right. So then we look at Romans 14:19. It says, let us then, sounds like he's purring. Let us then pursue what makes for peace and for, I'm sorry, Gabriel, come on, baby. Let us then pursue what makes for peace and for mutual upbuilding. That's from Romans 14:19. Oh, my heavens, Betsy. Um, you were looking for your dog, right? No, it's mine. You're the most wonderful streamer I ever met. You bring me joy every time I watch you, and your content is amazing. Thank you. Um, I was making another video, two different videos. One of them is, wait till you see, if you do watch my other videos. I gotta give him his bacon thing. It sounded like your dog, Pom Pom. No, I woke Libby up. Libby was being good too. But I was showing you guys how, like, from the winter, my windows were like the inside the windows. I don't know if you guys washed that in your house, but it was so dirty, and I was just like, look at this. It was like black. So outside the window, but the other window, it wasn't as dirty. I guess because that's the weather side, or that's not. I don't know. The best stat 86. Good morning, 86. I'm Sally D. This is Sally D's Reality Sunrise with Sally. So the world becomes beautiful when I find God in it. When I am fully present to life, I find beauty everywhere. Looking up at shimmering stars, walking through a field of marigolds, or sitting by the ocean. Allie, sitting by the ocean. I rejoice in the beauty of nature. And this is something that Scott, my friend Scott from Escaping the Suburbs, I really enjoy, being in nature too. Lori does that too. Um, and of course, Allie. Um, it truly is wonderful world. It is a wonderful world. You know that? It's a wonderful world. And, there's so many things that we miss because, yes, marigolds are so pretty. Um, so it's a wonderful world, but you know what? A lot of us, we are so busy. We're missing when the daffodils come up. You probably see them out of the corner of your eye, but it's so wonderful how the crocuses, maybe at the end of the month or the beginning of March, even when there's snow, those crocuses are saying, like, coming up. You know what crocuses are? They come up and they smell so beautiful, and they're like, hey, spring's gonna be here, just hold on a little bit longer. Like here in Pennsylvania, they come up. I have one, I think, on the edge of when you come down the steps of the porch. And last year I was like, Daryl, the crocuses are coming, and it's just like they're just peeking right through the snow. And it's like, how do they do that? Because probably a day or so before it was warm, and then the earth, warmed up a little bit, and then they just come through like, hey, we're here, it's coming, don't worry, just a little bit longer, hold on. And for those of us that have winter, but marigolds are very beautiful. CL. um, um, I used to do with my students, at the end of, like, in the fall when I had them, I told them, the marigolds, when they dry up, when they're done and they're dead, you could take the petals in that, you pull them out, and they're actual seeds. So then the kids and I would put them in a baggie, right? And we put them in a freezer, like a deep freeze, so it kind of simulates winter. And then we would sprinkle them over, the soil, not too deep, because and then you cover it with the soil, and then we water them. And they each had, like, I used to get these really nice yogurt things that had a lid that was over on it, but and then I could put it underneath with the hole so it catch the water. Real nice containers, but everything's, um, you know recyclable and stuff, and you can't really use stuff anymore. Um, so anyway, we would plant this, and they would be so happy when because we would do it around March. We would do the planting of the seeds, but the seeds that they put in the freezer I would use the following years. The one that they used, I were from the class before, because it needs a whole cycle to be in the deep freeze. Okay. So we would plant them, and they would be so happy when and then we would continue to grow them until Mother's Day. And so they would decorate a little cardstock thing to put around the yogurt container and give it to their moms for Mother's Day, along with a card that they made with, I would have them um, trace their hand and then put it like this for I love you on the card. Like I would staple this part down. And it was a cute thing I used to do with them. For Mother's Day. There's another thing where I should do a little thing about that too, because there's another thing I did for their Mother's Day, and I think you guys would really like it. Um, so, let me see where we're at here. Roses make blooms with joy. Yeah, they do. I always tell my son when he was younger, never be too busy to stop and smell the roses. Hey, Anna, how are you, love? I hope work's going well, honey. You're making big bucks. I hope so. I pray for all my Dasher community. Um, but like it's just we're too busy to smell the roses, but I do. And sometimes I get a little bug on me, and but my roses lately, we finally found something that keeps these little teeny bugs that eat all the leaves up, and they just kill my rose bushes. So Daryl has this white powder he puts on it. I don't know what's that stuff, Daryl. But my rose bushes are all in the front, and every year I get a new one. But I had to buy a couple last year because a couple of them died from those stupid little bugs. I don't know what they were, that infested. And a lot of my house plants had some kind of bug on them too. That it would, because I had all my plants I have them in the fall, I bring them into my classroom. And I'll tell you what, my plants are so vibrant when they're in the classroom with the kids chitter chattering and everything. And then this summer I bring them home, and they still grow, but not there's something about the kids and their noise they make. I promise you, all winter into the spring, my plants, I had a lot of plants. I have a lot here, but I had a lot more at school. Because it would be a carload just to take my stuff home. So uh, let's see, what was I saying? I know, CL. I cannot wait. Ladybugs. Ladybugs eat the little bugs. Oh, ladybugs. One year we had a big infestation in the area of ladybugs. They were everywhere. You take the little things out and you put them outside, but the worst is the stink bugs. Those things they look like prehistoric bugs. Um, my cat used to try to kill them, and the smell that comes from, she's like, so let's see. CL is so smart. Yes, they are friends of the garden. Yep. Okay, where was I? The beauty that delights my senses also lives in me. The presence of God does not just surround me, it also is within me. My divine gifts, along with my talents and unique abilities, make me beautiful and integral, part of the world. When I live into the fullness of my divinity, the expression of my humanity is simply beautiful. I am a radiant spiritual being, an individual of the divine. I honor the presence of God within myself and all others. We are beautiful. Even men are beautiful. Psalms 27:4, as you know how much I like Psalms. One thing I asked of the Lord that I will seek after, to live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord. And if you don't understand that, it's to live in the house of the Lord all the days of your life, to follow God, and to just spread kindness. I don't know why people do things like that to other people. I just I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't just, go over there and throw an egg at my neighbor's house, because I know she's old and she can't clean it. I mean, like, I don't know. Hey, caretaker. Hello. Peace and blessings to you too, my love. Hey, Dan. How are you? How are you? I apologize. Allie was telling me she went to a pizza party online, and I was like, oh, and I should have checked the schedule. I did not know you did a weekly 6 o'clock, and I will be in attendance from now. But you just missed it. I pulled a Dan. I pulled it in. I had to go get my Bible because my new Bible is supposed to be big print, and I can't read the little sections. Hello, Naru. I love you too, my darling. I made a video this morning. It was rough. I wasn't awake. Okay, I still have to watch the replay of your live because I missed it. Darn, 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 I said. But I was just talking about nature, Dan, and all that. I don't know if you were here in the up there in the audience. I always think of it as a crowd up there, and then you guys are down here. So, hey guys, if you're up there, come on down to the chat. Nobody will bother you, I promise you. And if they do, they're going to get a Mrs. Davis eye, and then one of these 100 moderators I have will, assist us there. There's nothing to be afraid of to come into the chat. It's a lovely way to get to know each other, and I love getting to know people. So, and one of the things that we can do, to follow, Jesus more. Oh, okay, that's okay, Dan. There's no sunrise. It is intense fog out there still. One of the things that we can do, to live in the house of the Lord, um, yeah, that's what my students always said. You know what? Don't make Mrs. Davis mad because Mrs. Davis going to knock you out. I said, please don't say that when the principal's in here, because they would joke around. Because I used to always say, I'm going to knock you out, but I never really did that. It's all sense of humor. So one of the things we could do is pray for others. And it says, I am steady and rooted in love as I pray for others. When I hold others in prayer, I move into a serene state where I am commune with the peace and perfection of God. I pray not to rescue or fix, but to be present in love. And I'm telling you what, all of your prayers, guys, I want to tell you, they weren't for naught when you prayed for me when I was in the hospital, because my leg is feeling a lot better. There's still that tingly, like feel like it's asleep kind of time, but I'm taking that gabapentin, and I think that's really working. So I'm really excited about that, and now I'm going to be able to see my orthopedic surgeon because I do need that knee replaced, but he's going to let me have 3 more rounds of the stuff that cushions underneath my kneecap, even though it's bone on bone. I don't think he knows that I'm coming. But my medicine was okayed by my insurance because it's very expensive. But for 3 weeks in a row, every once a week, I'll go and get that under my knees because I need to, everybody knows I need to lose weight. It's no surprise, but I need to lose weight because I did that. I lost weight from my hip, but now with the knee, I'm been, putting weight back on, but I have to, really buckle down and do what I'm supposed to do, because I have to. I'm allergic to gabapentin. Knocked me out for 2 days. What, it made you go to sleep, caretaker? Or it, like, I can't take any kind of steroid because of my ulcers. I have ulcers because I worry too much. That's actually true. He just gives you that blank stare, like, um, oh, Michael Neal's back. Michael Neal's back. Hello, Michael Neal. You know what? Last night I prayed for you. I prayed for you so much, and um, yeah, I hope you did that as invisible, Daryl. Supposed to be at my appointment at 6:45, and I was going to be late because of the weather and everything, and realize I'm supposed to be there at 6:35, so I will be have to reschedule. Oh no, really? Oh, I'm sorry, Yvonne, that that happened. I have to set alarms. I use Post-its. I should invest in the stock market of Post-its. Because you know the cheap Post-its, like the not name brand Post-its, they don't stick as good. They don't the super sticky, they stay up there if you put them on a mirror and around the house. I have to use Post-its and alarms on my phone. But this morning when I was texting Lori, I was like, the alarm went off. I said, "Oh man, I don't know what this alarm is." And last night an alarm went off on my Alexa up here, and I was like, "Oh, what was that?" And I kept asking her. She's like, "I don't know," because I have an alarm set in the morning for 6:45, and it says, "Get your butt moving." I have her tell me that, and so which really I need 15 minutes morning. I was up early, but I was trying to finish my packing and everything, and it just wasn't working out. Yeah, I get sidetracked too, Yvonne. But when are you going to be there? Friday? Like, is that where you are? Um, I'm not going to be here on the weekend, by the way, or might on account called 40 PBS. Okay. I have to go soon. Prayers. Thank you, caretaker. Please that God puts the right people in my path today so I can purchase groceries for the Sabbath. All right. Friday. Okay. Okay, love. Okay. Um, caretaker, you will be in my prayers. Oh, there's Kendra. Good morning, my darling. I catch you your replays, and I've been so trying to get this house decluttered, and I have not really been on YouTube, so I apologize, sweetheart. But I do see, I love when you have the picture of you like Bob Ross with I just love that. You're just like my kind of gal, like I love the way you are and stuff. You're my kind of friend. My bank is currently, oh yeah, well, caretaker. That's the way it is here too. I always have to borrow money at the end of the month from my son, and I just feel so embarrassed when he says, "Mom, don't worry about it." I have to go to my daughter's house after work. Oh, so it's today. Okay. Um, oh, okay. All right. All right. Um, so where was I? I feel grateful as I prayerfully prayer. Ugh. I feel grateful as I prayerfully affirm blessings already present. I do not deny the reality of loss and adversity that are part of the human experience. I invoke spiritual protection and healing as I focus on the strength of God within, trusting divine grace to heal and restore. So it's all talking about today. They're all from different books, but it's kind of neat how it all coincides with one another, doesn't it? Hello, Anne. How are you, honey? Good morning. Um, let's see what I said here. Um, I do not deny the reality of loss and adversity that are part of the human experience. I invoke spiritual protection and healing as I focus on the strength of God within, trusting divine grace to heal and restore. Okay, so then we're going to go to 1 John 5:14. And this is the boldness we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And this is the boldness we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. God does hear us, but like I always try to remind you that God's watch is not the same as us, right? His are like, say we have 3 years, that's only maybe a minute for God. He has everything planned, and he knows that we want things. but God's going to give us what we need. There's some things that we want and we think it's all going to be all good, but God knows maybe that is something that might, hurt you later on. So he knows what you need. You see what I'm saying? Like he's only going to give you what you need, because your wants are always like, I always do a lesson plan with my kindergarten, with needs and wants. And you want to know what time of year I do it? I usually do it at the end of November, beginning of December, because they're starting to make their Santa Claus list, oh boy. And some of them get kind of greedy, and I don't like that. So I always plan that for right before Christmas. There are needs and there are wants. That's a difference, guys. That's what I would tell them. You can't, ask for all this stuff. I mean, you can. I mean, if your parents buy it for you, but I think that's a big lesson for parents to know that they don't have to buy an abundance of stuff. Sometimes you see pictures of people the night before, and around their Christmas tree is like, it's high. It's like, 3 feet high. And I don't even know how long it would take to open all those gifts, but that's just like, wow, geez. I mean, and then they have to deal with all those toys in an addition to the ones they already have in their room. I used to take my boys' toys, and ones they weren't playing with, I would put them in a toy box that I had in the storage under the steps. And then when they would get tired of the other toys, I would bring those ones out, and they'd be like, wow, we have new toys. Or they'd be like, oh, I remember this. Where was this? And I'm like, oh, I found it. And I did. I found it in the other toy box. But they would get so excited, and then they would start using those toys again. Or there's toys that, I would say, you've outgrown this, and let's give it to the poor. And one time we used to sit in a Catholic church. I don't know about other churches, but we have a room called the cry room. You ever hear of the cry room? Well, that's where like little kids that misbehave sit in that room, um so that, they don't disturb the whole mass or what's going on. And thank you so much, Wick. Thank you. Jay Sharon, thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Um, that's okay. That's okay, Allie. I'm too busy reading. But no, I forgot what I was saying. I told you guys I'm losing my mind. Hey Chris, how are you? How are you? Um, how did I lose my mind again? Because I'm too busy going back and forth. Did anybody remember what I was saying? Anybody was paying attention? I'm just losing. I'm trying to um, make a point, and then I start saying hi to people. Because Wick Vegas, it's your it's your fault. You're sending out these big hugs, and those hearts just like, just touch my heart, and I'm just like, ah, and I forgot what I was saying. Allie G going fishing. Let's see. Good morning, Sally. Um, I don't have my sidekick Daryl here. I mean, he's on there, but he's not probably not paying attention because he's working. But I just totally lost my train of thought. So, but when we pray for others, oh, I forgot to read this. 1 John 5:14. And this is the boldness we have, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. Okay, that's right. I was talking about the watch of Jesus, like, that I was talking about the kids with the toys. That's what it was. But, a lot of parents appreciate that, but then other parents, because when my kids were little, they would they would they would like be very appreciative of what we got for them, but they knew that, um, I would tell them, how about this, that, Santa Claus, because I didn't want to ruin their childhood. But then when they got older, they're like, you lied to us. There's no Santa Claus. But like I told them, Santa Claus has a budget, and, mom and dad have to pay Santa Claus, because they would have these lists. And I'm just like, I'd love to give them everything they wanted, but we just couldn't afford it. But and then my husband at the time worked at Scholastic Books. I don't know if you ever heard the story, but they would throw the books away if they had a wrinkle, like if the page was bent a little bit, like, like bent, they would put them in this dumpster. So whenever Daryl would say there's a load of books in the dumpster, I, of course, after, this is before security cameras and all that, I would, of course, go in that dumpster because it was a clean dumpster. It was all papers. And I would go in there and gather books. And I got like 3 cases of a Clifford book that was in Spanish. And I took that and gave it to our priest because he was going to, I don't know if it was Mexico or where, but it was a Spanish speaking place. And he had them shipped there because he couldn't take them on the plane with him. He had them shipped there for all the children. I know it must have cost him a lot, but, the books were free. So, there you go. But that was really nice that he did that. But I told him I had them, so he really wanted to do it. But it helped my library for my classroom too. And then I would give books to the kids for gifts at my school. But my boys had so many books. They liked the Guinness Book of World Records and things like that, and how things work. Do you ever see those books? It's all about how things work. Because my boys were very sciency kind of math, usually, not to be gender biased, but usually, that's how boys are. They can adapt to that. But there's girls too that have a lot of engineering and math skills too. But Maddie liked to do a lot of like me, like English and stuff like that, and a lot of reading and writing. Because I've always kept a journal, but I stopped at my mom before she passed away. She says, Sal, I don't know why you stopped journaling. So I started journaling again. So this is a new one for this year. And, I put like Bible readings in there, things that happen. I have 2 of these because I have one down in the other room in case I think of something and I write in it so I won't have to, be dragging this everywhere. So I have 2 and then they kind of coincide with one another, if that makes sense. But I got these at, these are really nice. I got these, they have like a little bookmark in that. I got these at Five Below and they're really nice. They say notes on the front and it's kind of like a plastic, but it has like sections in it too. But I like that a lot. I like it a lot for $5. It's like the Dollar Tree. Things aren't always $1 anymore. And Five Below, it's not always Five Below. They need to rename all these, But hey, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I appreciate you all, and sorry for my meltdown. But hey, Sean, hello, good morning, honey. Hello, KSG, how are you? But, like, go out in the world today and just try to be kind. And, maybe, each one of us will make a domino effect and, I don't know. That's my hope for the world before I die. I'll be my legacy, and Allie she'll take the flag and just go. It'll say kindness on it, like my glasses. My glasses say kindness. If you could see, can you see that? Wait, let me see. Kindness is all over it. But those are the ones I picked for today because, not too many people like my rainbow glasses, so I figured I'll give you all a break. But I'm going to be me. So the rainbow glasses are coming back. I just hope you know. So yeah, I just want to wish you all a happy day. And we're doing a countdown to St. Patrick's Day, and I'm working on my studio again today. And 103, right? Was it 102 days until June 1st, which is my countdown to get this place ready for my son coming. My son Matthew's coming home because my birthday is the 24th of June. So he says that he can't take a certain, like, he can't be here after the 29th, and 29th is my anniversary because his company is doing a big change and he's in charge of a lot a whole department. And but every time he comes home, this is a God's truth. Every time Maddie comes back to PA for a week, 10 days, whatever he has in his hours, but every time he comes home, they give him a promotion. And so he's been working his way up every single time he comes back. I think they think that I might talk him into not coming back, but you know, he's married. He's still going to come back. But yeah, so but every single time it's like, Matt, you got to come home more often. Don't you think you should? Yes, sirree. Everybody's saying hello to Kendra, and Chris is asking how she is. So thank you, KSG, for coming. And if you're new, I'm Sally D, and I'm about to let you all go free. I hope you learned something today. I hope it touched your heart, and I hope it meant something. Like today, when I read that thing, it was like, I'm glad I did it today. So if my friend Lori's out there, thank you, Lori, for your pep talk. And my friend Yvonne, I love you guys. I love you all. So we're going to say goodbye because Gabriel is snoring down there. And, well, bye, CL. Bye, Sean. Take care of my husband there. I love you guys. Love you. I really do. And guess what? I'll see you when I see you. And I hope it's real soon.